Do you ever wonder how some people can be really good people even though they don't follow Jesus, and others who follow Jesus, maybe they aren't doing things that are so good. Maybe you're frustrated with that. How is that possible, and what does that mean? Well, to illustrate this, I'm going to invite two of the guys who work behind the scenes all the time to come and help me. So Ben, I want you to come out here. Mike, come on out here. These guys are great. They do all the work behind the scenes, and they're going to illustrate this for me. Okay, so Mike, I'm sorry. You're going to represent bad. And Ben, you're going to represent good because you've got that amazing hair. And so in this contrast, imagine this is God's very best, and this is the very worst you can think of. So here's what happens. We often see people from our perspective, the natural. So it's very possible that someone could be a very good person, and yet their back is turned away from God. In the same way, it's very possible that someone could be in a really difficult situation, maybe not living in the ideal, but they are turned toward God. And here's the key. Your direction determines your destination. The challenge is we look in the natural. We see good people, bad people. God doesn't see it that way. God sees those who have repented. That word simply means turn around. It means you're going in a direction you don't want to go in, and you say to God, I'm going to turn around. That's repent and move your direction. He sees our direction. He sees our heart. So you can be a really good person, and you're still heading in the wrong direction because it's not based on your works. In the same way, you can be struggling. And when you turn your heart toward God, He saves and redeems you. So the question isn't where you're on the scale, the way we see it in the natural, but rather which way your heart is inclined, what direction you are headed. And so my encouragement to you is if you find yourself moving in a direction you don't want to be in, maybe you're a really good person, but you know there's things in your life that aren't right, that today you would turn around. Or maybe you find yourself in a really desperate situation. It seems hopeless, and maybe you're tempted to give up on yourself. Maybe others have given up on you. It's never too late to simply turn around and experience God's very best. And the direction you head is the destination you'll end up in, either with God in heaven or away from God in hell. And that is a stepping stone to being who God created you to be.